Alright, we're back doing this again. So, last time we left off with a bit of lore on our hands. We need 3 more of these. No, we need a lot more of these actually. No, actually we do need 3 more of these to make a 14th intensity. Alright. I was just confirming if I was live. So, I also need to reorder these again, which I forgot to do. Alright. So, alright, good. Nothing is happening here. Next on the agenda is to keep on, first of all, working at Glover and Glover. But now, also keep murdering people to get to the spider door. And maybe, just maybe, get another 10th order heart influence and get our last dance. Talking about that, let's imprison this guy. And get rid of the evidence. Well, while we are doing that, we should also be gaining glimmering and erudition, so that we may combine this lore here. Hold on, there's one thing I still need to check. Yes. Unlike the first stream, the game is set correctly. Well, won't complain about lore. Right, now that we have that, let's research with this. And dream with this. Also send someone out to explore to get us a new victim. Good, notoriety is dealt with. Okay, we should not accumulate any more notoriety until the investigation is over, but we might as well hire someone. Fascination. I could use some dread right about now, but Fascination has a short enough timeout, so... Alright, let's start combining our lore again. And while we're doing that, we should be dreaming again. Well, as I said last stream, there really isn't much to talk about when you're just trying to grind out lore and heart influences. But the investigation is done now, so let us kidnap this person and again get rid of the resulting notoriety. Well, that's another piece of lore that we do not need to combine from lower fragments. Okay, that timer should add up, so let's go to the spider door and hope for our heart influence. And I will not start working a Glover again for... just for the case that we do get the influence and we can start dancing immediately. Yep. I love it when the plan works out. So, let us dance with our ambition, our scars, and our influence. This dance is performed naked. Mr. Cultist joins me in my dressing room to paint my body the necessary white. He is weeping. And our research seems to be going along reasonably well. We also have an affliction that we should promptly cure. My plan is to keep dreaming with the spider door. Then again, I do suppose the through the stack door is technically a fast way to accumulate lore because there is more common lore there. The auditorium is dark and silent. A single spotlight follows my movements. It is possible, but unlikely, that there is no one watching me at all. No one to see the slow fade of the spotlight and my final fall. No one to see the white bird rise from my open mouth and pass forgotten into the night. Did I? Oh. Guys, dove. Okay. Successful research. That's nice. And let us keep researching. The whites of my eyes are yellow. A new integument has developed along my limbs. Oh, wait, I have read this already. The dove remembers when all others forget. Alright, let's resume our work at Glover and Glover. Well, and let us rise through the ranks again. And let us use this bit of reason to gain more... Wait, which one is this? Erudition, right. And I'm not forgetting anything, right? Good, good. I mean, I am technically forgetting to dream, so let's get on that. Let's get ourselves this restlessness and burn it by recruiting a hanger-on. And let's get back to combining our lore. And the usual pattern of Glover and Glover work continues. There really isn't much to do here. We will take this bit of lore because it is just right there. It would be nice to get a Forbidden Epic instead, but as it stands, A Forgotten Chronicle is good enough. It's just one more step of combining. I do believe that this needs to go on the 14th intensity lore because well, we've done everything else already. And our research has failed. Let us try again with the erudition that is left here. Maybe we'll get lucky and it grabs some reason. Also, I have dread, apparently. And contentment that is about to time out. Great. Well, I suppose our next dreaming will be done with opium. Take the lower one. Well, that was fruitless. There is no guarantee that this research will succeed, and in fact there is a guarantee that it will fail. Gives me 2 erudition, and let us get a glimmering. For now, there's no reason not to combine the lower scraps of lore, because we still need more. At some point, I should just be focusing on the higher ones, but that point is not reached yet. That point is when I have enough lore on the board to reach the 12th intensity. And there's also no need to go on expeditions now, because... Oh! Hey Chimpso! Well, I suppose, looking at my track record with watching you over the last year, I suppose I could say the same about you. Manly compliments. That's a nice thing to hear. Huh, and suddenly my job is on the other side of the building. Well, I've been quite well. There is an upcoming exam next week, but I think I'm sufficiently prepared. Or, if I'm not sufficiently prepared yet, I will be over the next few days. So, that's nice, I guess. Well, for my bachelor's, this is my last year, or my last semester even, but I will be doing a master's afterwards, because, well, master's is basically the same job but higher pay, because that's how the world works apparently. So yeah, master's takes 2 years, maybe 3, depending on if I get everything done in time. Thank you. Well, I might do a PhD next to work, because, well, there's no reason not to do a PhD while working at a company. Might be fun. And we have more lore. We're getting quite close. Oh. Interesting. Well, that's a thing that they tend to be, because, well, a bachelor's thesis is I think still written with average people in mind, but when it goes up to PhD, it's just for other people who, well, who are good in the area. And more fascination. Well, then again, when I wrote my bachelor's thesis, I also had the problem of adding too many things in there. Then again, the problem was that I was talking too technically in a section that should not be that technical. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons I had to do multiple revisions. Exactly. I mean, it's what the game developers are doing, so why shouldn't the scientists be doing it? That. And I keep grabbing the table. Oh? I understand some of those words, but not enough to know what the hell is going on. That's quite some words. Yeah, that's also one of the ones I understood, but that's more or less where it stops. I also know what effects and functions are, which is nice. There are some people who do not understand the concepts even. Okay, my research has eaten 3 of my reason. Well, anyways, this is progressing nicely, actually. Because once I combine these two, I think I have enough for the victory condition. After getting all the combinations done, of course. And doing the exploration and going through the whole murder a guy before sleeping thing again. Nah. That guy is more strategically valuable to be left alive. Because when you kill him, yeah, he's dead, but the next time you do anything, another detective is there and they may be better than this guy. Man, that must suck. To be just... to know you're not worth killing. I mean, it's comforting because you stay alive, but man. Though, just before I do my victory condition, I might poison him. Just for fun. Yeah, I think now comes the slow part. Because I think I have amassed all of the lore. Now I just need to combine it. These make 3 of these, makes 2 of the next level, makes... yeah, okay. I suppose I could do some commissions for these people to make combining things easier. So I can talk to him and get a commission. This gets me a commission for... ah, okay. I think this is not consumed. Well, he's commissioning me, so that wouldn't work. But anyways. Though I do wonder what the applications of some of these summoned creatures would be. I do hope my lore is not... no, it's not consumed. I will just be keeping this around for when I think this gives me erudition, so... I will get a commission from her. For Grail, that should be easy. Ah, passion. Got my health back. All right. Now let's again start researching our aspects and see where this goes. I really do think that... I mean, I know there's another sending after the dove, but... whoops. This is awkward. Okay. I think to turn I need to talk to the people and give them the commission. So this is the last instance where I can easily burn away just restlessness. Next time we'll have to use one of our hard lores. Though, yeah. Really, there isn't much to say here. Well, let's start combining, I suppose. 1, 3. I suppose if everything goes according to plan and all research succeeds, then we need six combinations, successful ones. Okay. This gives me erudition. Something happened. Oh, dread. Okay. Let's just take some drugs and get rid of that. Like the reasonable people we are. This one's glimmering. I think I can get glimmering when I... No. I can get glimmering when I... Wait. Wait, I need a... Ah, I see. Right, these things pop up there, right. I haven't done this in a long time. This gives me glimmering, the glimmering is consumed here, and I'm going to get another... Ah. The commissions have a cooldown, huh? Well, gonna get a commission from this guy then. What does he want? He wants edge. Very substantial, I do not have that, sadly. And I do not want to burn any of my things on combining these, so... Oh, I suppose she doesn't really have anything. She doesn't commission me, she's merely there for a dancer, you'll see, I suppose. Ooh, things are getting interesting. We now have 2 of these lores, we just need to combine these. She's off cooldown. And just keep working. What do you need? Moth, very substantial. I have that, that's good. Reason and passion. And keep working. And this job, I think I'll move over here because I don't think I'll be working there again in a while. And I should really burn off this restlessness by promoting this guy. Well. Man, it's really hard to find things to talk about here. Where's my commission? Ah, there it is. Let's get a commission from... Oh, we already got one. We already took one from him. Ah, okay. So we have ones from these two. With her we need to go through some type of waiting quest first, so I'm not doing that right now. Then again, I might. I have enough expendable people. My dear, I've been wanting to talk to you. Sometimes I find scholars of the invisible arts. I'd like to offer you my support, a substantial contribution. And all you need to do someday is to introduce me to someone else who will end matters properly. Add passion to accept, add reason to interrogate her further. I will accept because, well, I know what she wants and I have enough of these. Okay. There is Dread again. A tiny packet of tiny treasures, a gift from Poppy. She'll see me again in the season of rags for me to make the introduction I promised. For everyone new to the stream here, we are just about finishing up with the heart ending of the Dancer DLC. We just need to get our Port Noon story, and that will hopefully be that. And of course the expedition, and of course the last dance. There's some serious fluctuations going on in the viewers, it seems. Erudition is... I suppose I can hand this in. This is his, I think. Alright, and that's more research done. And another affliction, and another time paid. And more restlessness, and... where's my cold? There it is. Let me just promote one of these. And another bit of successful research. More research is yet to be done, but we are slowly but surely getting there. And another bit of restlessness is taken care of. And he's back with another commission. Let's see. Very substantial lantern. I can do that. I can definitely do that. 2 times reason, and that should do it. Oh. Yeah, this... you shouldn't let this timer run out, because if it does, you die. A sacrifice, you say. This person. What a loyal friend you have here. Do say goodbye now. And more sickness. And let's see if we can do this last combination of this tier of lore. There we get Poppy back. And she can give us commissions now. She wants very substantial winter. I have that. Though I need to wait a bit for my reason to come back. And Red is being eaten up. Let's take some drugs. Okay, 1 piece of research has already been successfully done. And where's the commission? There it is. Depending on how well this goes, it might as well be quite a short stream. I mean, it'll still be more than an hour because things take time, but well, we'll see. And now to combine these. That'll take a little bit more time, but it's getting very overseeable now. And this time I also made sure that I am getting in-game audio, unlike last stream where we went 2 hours without it. There is something weird going on with Streamlabs, but restarting Streamlabs while the game is running seems to fix it, so I have no reason to not do that. Let's see what this wants now. Occult just keeps running away. That's an interesting thought. Also, what's our passion doing over here? Stay where you belong. Let's see what it wants. It wants glimmering, which it got. That's good. But I assume we will need to use one of our commissions here. Because the erudition will soon time out. What does it need? Reason. Well, that's okay. And yet more restlessness. Which we need to take care of because that will decay into dread, and that's not a good time for anyone with this on the table. Drinking noises. And it grabbed reason again, which is further increasing our chances of not needing to use any of our commissions to complete our research. And the detective is on the prowl again, but very unsuccessfully, as is tradition by now. Alright, okay. I got some water into my lungs. That's not healthy. Two more combinations, and we'll see. Oh, another affliction. Well, let's combine these. If everything goes according to plan, it'll take the glimmering first, then the erudition, and then the reason. But we do have the commissions as a backup. And let us cure our affliction again. There also seem to be a bunch of new people in the stream. Just just to let you know, we are nearing the end of a run where we're going for the hard victory of the Dancer DLC. We're just amassing our Secret Histories lore to get to the final location. Huh, we'll get contentment here anyways. That should be enough if I pay attention. Huh. Well, that didn't succeed. We got an erudition out of there, so... Did I miss something? Or is that the famous 90% chance screwing us once again? That's one of my least favorite changes of what happened in the meantime. I like 100% chances. And... well, I know I'm not gonna get them in all games, but... I will take them where I can get them. Let's do some more research. I think I... Before I go on the expedition with my sending, I really need to look up the victory condition again, because... just to be safe, let us start dreaming again. Just to be sure. Just to be sure that we haven't missed anything. Oh, okay. Took reason. Let's see what it takes as a third. Oh, takes more reason. That's good. And more restless is coming up, so I should try to neutralize the dread. Dreams are scary. Dreams are dangerous. Right. So. I should, as a preventative measure, but I could also just promote another pawn. And we also have 2 of our Vagabond's maps now, which means we might just be one last step away from getting our last expedition. Erudition, glimmering, yeah, that's good, that's good. Let's see. The tier 14 lore pieces always have, I think, a little... they're a bit fancier than those we have here. Okay. I may need to provide some glimmering from, I think this one. Might have been this one. Yeah. And it needs more addition, which is... his give me a addition, I think. He's on cooldown now. We have 2 pieces of successful research now. If we get a third and the 90% don't screw us again... Huh, we'll see. Oh, we got a third one. Let's not get 90% screwed. Huh. Port Noon anecdote. Port Nooners were the long go to enjoy the sea and the sun, to drink from the spring that makes them forgotten and stay out of trouble, mostly out of trouble. The stories you can hear in the Cultist Servo are golden dude, quintuple distilled toast of memories served straight up. So before I talk about this, I really need to double check on the victory condition again, because end game conditions, there they are. Ah, I see. This seems to be... we seem to be on the right path. Which is good. So, let us talk to her about this Port Noon anecdote. And she will give us the place we need to go on our expedition. And at this point I do not care about curses or anything, because everything that curses can take away is not part of our victory condition. We can lose any of these people, we can lose any of these stats. Here, this map will work for a little while. If any of them ask after me, I'll come for the children. Tell them I'll come for the children next. So, let's first, we still want to be safe, get us a scapegoat that we can send on ahead. Because I do hate having to do things again. Especially failing this expedition. That would be very tragic, because I think it means, well, it would take a very inordinate amount of time to get back to where we were. Which would not be any fun to stream. So, let us send our dove. Let us send 2 pieces of funds, and let us send the bomb maker in. If we can cross the sea at Port Noon, if we can defeat the Long who do not die, if we breach their private vaults, still we must resist the temptation of visions. Yup. And he says, perhaps we should not discuss politics just yet. What are these? A Long. It is very hard to kill anyone who has passed the tricuspid door, and here are quite a lot of anyone's, but perhaps we can deceive one or prey upon someone's appetites. So we cannot stab them, but we can use our Grail disciples. And of course, here's a curse. Let's see. Ah, right. Forge is needed here. We'll send Tristan. This is... let us see. Wave lashed and sea splattered, sun scorched and salt stained, but here. See you, Chimzo. Thanks for stopping by. You do that. You do that. I will see what I can do. The warded door. We have knock. So I will just send another Grail cultist. And hopefully that works. Even the long no desire, perhaps especially the long. This one will almost certainly yield willingly to our attentions. And I will send a bit of money so that we don't run into trouble. It is certainly a good logistical thing that I, sitting comfortably here in the city, can reliably send supplies to Port Noon. What's up ahead? I suppose I will send winter so that the curse doesn't eat another of our passion. Because getting stats eaten is not fun. And we also now have 15 winter, huh? I don't need it. Right, my sending has 5 winter on its own. Should have sent money, but... And more sickness. And money. Okay, and I sent more money just to be safe. So, the curse shrivels. Our power is stronger than the power that was here. The curse won't touch us. Good. Treasures lie before us. Also, I should perhaps talk to Clovette once more, or let her talk to people. Just so that we won't run into any unpleasantness with our investigator here. Though it is certainly it is almost impossible to accumulate enough things, enough notoriety on this home stretch, but grab what you can quickly. The caged man hisses. They will be back soon. Only please leave the Gladius. I brought that all the way from Galicia from back in the day. Here, that shelf's good. Hurry, they're coming. You can't escape up the delivery stairs. Bones surrendered. It's a small road cemetery. There's a white marble tomb the locals keep clean. Madame Roger sleeps there in every third night so that Miss Nania, gentlest of the eaglest names, can walk in her dreams. My bird form will roost at the head of the tomb until Miss Nania is close enough for her breath to touch me. Bones surrendered. The eagleess has taught me to remember, and the last part of me to change. I'll carry that lesson past the Kingskin Gate. Hey, our bomb maker is back. And I will get some more contentment. And I suppose we'll immediately imprison him, because prisoners do tend to last quite a while. We're just waiting for the hook season to come. Ah, there was contentment anyways, so... Oh, there it is, that's good. The circle is full. I think there is only one last dance remaining for a victory condition. The bones are always last. When I have learned how they change, I will be ready. Change. Ivory. My bones are different. They carry the tale of what is lost. If I do not survive, they will be my tale, and someone will wear fragments of my ivory to warm against the skin. I think this is the card that allows us to dance our last dance. Hopefully we get the heart influence soon. I mean, I wouldn't be against going for a bit longer, but in this case, it really does not matter. Also, what other things did we get from the exploration, I wonder? True blood of Saint... True blood of Saint Januarius. The Thunderskin protected the one they called Januarius against the perils from every pass. To this day, his blood keeps dancing. Let us see. Okay, no. I mean, there is an investigation going on, so we'll wait that out for a bit. Manual for Departure. The author had disguised itself as Jellicoe claims to be one of the great hooded princes of the land of the river. Interesting. Notoriety, which will we get promptly rid of. Let's see. Right. I should be dreaming. Oh. And I should also cure that, because, well, it would be unfortunate to die now. Though it would take some serious inattentiveness from my side to let that happen again. So... that's the wrong entrance. Well, let's grab another dude and dream again. health back. I mean, at this point, I think I could just imprison all of my followers down here, so that's a thing I could do. Well, let's dream again. And hope that we get the correct influence this time. And let's collect our scattered reason. Let's see what we get. And there it is. This should be our victory condition. Huh. I even guessed the name. The Last Dance. I mean, it's a very trivial one to guess, but on the very rare occasions that Mr. Cultist speaks, his voice is very beautiful, a mellow sound, like an alto flute. You almost have what you need, he says, to pass the Kingskin Gate. One will come to lend you the key. He looks you in the eye. I beg you not to take her hand, not to look upon her feet, and not to offer her to drink, he begins. He begins very softly to weep. It will hurt. I love her. Let's see. This should be our victory condition. If it is, this was a very short stream, but I said I would finish this. When the dance is done, when my body is racked and torn, when Mr. Cultist's tears are warm and on my broken flesh, then my shadow has become the shadow of a great tusked beast. Go quickly, Mr. Cultist says. Sleep quickly. My lady Slocana has already called the Lady Marinette. She will be the one to flay the skin from you. Guys, boy, what do I do with this? Do I dream with this? I do. The wind rises and the roof rattles as I settle myself to sleep. There is a bitter herb that will help me pass from my body. The wood opens around me, but with my new eyes I see another path now. The one called Marinette waits along that path, with the key that will end me and begin me. What? Ah, I see. That is an alternate win condition. I mean, that is an alternate thing. If you have a lover, you can choose to reject it, I think, right? Marinette waits in the shadow of a pine tree, dark skin gleaming, white bone glinting, claws bright as grass. She carries a red key that might be a bloody knife or a ruby wound. When she brings it down, the pain of it all is all red. Huh. This is my victory condition. Life unending. As the pain fades, so does my voice, but now my heart will speak for me. In the scales of time shall be weighed against a feather, and it shall not be found wanting. In my final shape, I shall pass the tricuspid gate, and add my heart's beat to the Thunderskin's chorus. Our rhythm is the rhythm of the hours, and the hours have promised that we shall endure with the world unceasing. I move eternally through the masses, and in eternity is my constancy ensured. Well, Well, that was it for this run, I suppose. That was the hard victory of Cultist Simulator. And that also was it for this stream. Well, I won't be streaming again quite soon because, as I mentioned earlier, I have an exam coming up and I need to study for it. When I return, I will probably not be playing Cultist Simulator, but rather different games that are more easily streamable, where I don't have to constantly think of narration when nothing is happening. But I may return to Cultist Simulator at some point again. But I also may not. Time will tell what happens. So, that's been it for me today. Have a nice day. Arcturf out.